Hello and welcome to a new gel nail video on my channel. Today I'm gonna show you my best technique to make a French fade or a baby boomer, whatever you want to call it. Let me tell you, throughout the years I've been trying so many different techniques for French fade and it has been very hard to get the results that I wanted, and now I actually think that I have a really good technique for it. But don't be discouraged if you feel like you can't get it right, because it is a very hard technique to master. And it does take a lot of practice and a lot of time to figure out what works best for you. So if I can help you at all along the way, I'm very happy to do it, and that's why I'm going to show you my best technique to make French fade. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and start following me here on YouTube. I will make a lot more nail content, so you just wait for that. But that's enough talking, let's nail it. Okay you guys, so here we have my fingers when they are naked. And I will be using my Cuticle Pusher just to push down my cuticles, obviously. And with this step you have to be really gentle. You don't want to push too hard or scrape the nails, because then they can be damaged. So you just want to be very easy with this and just push them down a little bit. And now I'm gonna clean up my cuticles, and I will be doing that with my e-file today. You could also do this with a hand file, but I think it's much easier and it gets much better with an e-file. So that is why I am using an e-file. And I will link the bits and the e-file that I use in the description bar below. It is from a Swedish website, so I don't know if you can get it from another country, but you can check that out if you want. And with my e-file I'm also being very gentle, and I'm removing all the dead skin from the cuticle area. And as I said, very gently here too. I am barely touching the area, but still it comes off this much skin. So it's all dead skin that are on top of the nail plate. So all of that we want to remove so that the gel will have a very good surface to adhere to. And also you guys, if I sound a little bit unsure of what I'm saying, it's because English is my second language, so sometimes I have to pause and think of the next word in my head. But yeah, that's why I stumble on my words sometimes. And now I'm using a buffer just to buff the entire surface of the nails. And actually I filmed this video a while ago, and nowadays I am more using a 180 grit file for this, because you use this to remove all the shine from your nails. And with a buffer, because it's so fine grit, it almost polishes the nail, as I have heard at least. So yeah, now I am using a file instead, but you can also use a buffer. And you just want to remove all the shine from the nails and all the oils from the nails so that the gel will adhere better to the nail plate. And now I am removing the dust from my nails. I am using alcohol to do this, and alcohol is also kind of a dehydration for the nails, so I'm using it for both of that. And now I'm going in with my primer, and this is an acid-free primer. And this primer actually dries by itself, so you don't have to cure it in the lamp or anything. You just wait like 1 or 2 minutes after you put it on the nails and let it dry for a little bit. And now I am going in with this care base, and this care base has a little bit of color to it. It's like a nude color, and I really actually like this base. And I'm doing quite a thin layer, and then I cure it in the lamp afterwards. And I actually think I'm doing my whole hand before I cure it in the lamp, since it's a thin layer of the base coats. Okay, so the base is now cured, and now on to the forms. I really like to use forms when I'm working on myself because I find that I get to decide more how the C-curve will look and everything. So I like to use the forms for myself, but on customers I really have not mastered that yet, so I'm using tips on my customers. But on myself I like to use forms, and I'm just applying them to the nail here, to underneath the nail obviously. And now when building the tip, I am using a French gel white, and this is actually why I love this technique so much. This is the brush that I'm using, by the way. It's a French fade brush and a normal brush. I combine those two. So this is actually why I like this technique a lot, because I actually build the tip with the white gel, or the French white gel. And I like this because then you don't run into the problem of filing the design off later when you are filing the shape of the nails, because I used to have a lot of problems with that with French fade nails before. So I really like this technique because you can file however much you want after without having to worry that you are removing the design. So yeah, I am applying a long tip of the French white. So this is what it looks like now. It's pretty flat, but it's okay. And now I'm going to use my French fade brush, and I'm just going to fade the white down onto my nail plate. You do this just to have a good base and so that the white adheres to your nail, so that you don't remove the white when you remove the form. And then I wipe off the brush that I used for the white, and I use a Cover Pink Milk as the nude / pink. And I think this color works very well for my skin tone and my nails, and it's so easy to blend, so I love this color. You almost don't have to use the French fade brush. You can just actually fade it with a normal brush, but it's even easier with the French fade brush. So yeah, I'm going to show you here. I'm first applying the color to the lower half of my nail, and then I'm going to fade it upwards to the white. So yeah, it's pretty easy, and the products are actually doing most of the work for me here. I don't have to struggle a lot with it. I just fade it out and then it's quite done. And now I'm gonna remove the form from underneath, and I'm gonna pinch it toward the middle and then pull it downward. And as you can see here, not all the white was cured, so I just cured again because of the black form. Sometimes it doesn't go, the light doesn't go all the way in. And now I am using a clear builder just to make the shape better and to form the apex. And yeah, so I'm using that to make the nails all smooth. And when I do this, I often put my hand upside down just to let it self-level. I really like that about this particular gel because it's very runny, I guess, and it self-levels very beautifully. And now I am removing the tacky layer from the nail with my alcohol as I used earlier. And after that, I'm gonna file the shape of the nails and file the apex and everything. And as I said before, I don't have to worry at all about filing the design off the nail because the design is the nail. It's the base, so you don't have to worry about that, which I love. And I'm just smoothing everything out and building a beautiful apex even when I'm filing. So yeah, and that's basically it. So that is what the nail looks like now, and after this I only have to have a top layer and then I'm done. So now I'm gonna do this to all of the fingers, and yeah, I'm just gonna show you when I do this because now I have explained how I do it. So now I'm just gonna do it. Okay, so I thought I could actually take some time here to just like say hi to you guys because this is my first video in English and maybe you want to know a little bit something about me. So my name is Ella and I am actually a nail technician in Sweden and I speak Swedish. And I have had a Swedish YouTube channel for a long time where I also do nails, but I have wanted to do videos in English for a long time. So I really hope that you will like these videos and you can give me any suggestions of what videos you want me to make in the future and I will gladly do that. I do have a lot of older videos that I have previously filmed and posted on my Swedish channel that I will probably be posting on this channel as well. So you do have a lot of nail content to look forward to. So please subscribe to my channel if you are interested in gel nails. I only do gel nails, I don't do any acrylics. I actually started out doing acrylics, not for too long, but yeah, I don't like doing acrylics because of the smell. I can't take the smell. So that is why I am doing gel nails now. And I am working in a salon, but only like 2 days a week, so not too much. And then I'm doing videos and I'm collaborating with a Swedish company. So yeah, I guess that's a bit about me. If you have any questions about me, just ask them in the comments. I am 26 years old, by the way, if you would like to know that. Yeah, so that's a bit about me and my channel. I am very happy that you found this video and that you are still watching. Thank you. And also please tell me if you like long videos or short videos when it comes to nails, because on my Swedish channel I mostly make very long videos, but I don't know if I should be doing that on this channel as well. So please tell me what your preferences are about the time of the videos. That's right, you guys, I didn't do this on the first nail that I showed you, but I am actually using the pink as a base layer on my nail plate before I am building the tip with the French white, just so that the white will have something to adhere to on the nail when you are fading it downwards. I hope I'm describing that so that you understand, but yeah, it's good to just have some nail on the nail plate when you fade the white down, because then you can remove the form directly after they're in the lamp without risking to remove the tip that you have just built. You can probably also tell that on almost every different layer of color, I start with a very thin layer on the entire surface that I want to cover, and then I go in with a bigger bead of the color or gel. And that is because I don't want the gel to flood the cuticles. I want to first guide the gel, where it's supposed to go on the nail. And then when you do the thicker layer, it kind of stays in where you put the thinner layer, if you understand how I am saying this. But yeah, you can tell also when I'm doing it that I'm first doing a very thin layer, and then I'm going in with a bigger bead of gel and making the shape and building up the color as you do with some of the gels. Some colors are not that pigmented and can be built up, or you can just use more color and it will be I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, sorry. So now I'm going in with the builder gel again, and here you can see another example of what I was talking about earlier. I first make a very thin layer of the builder, and then I pick up a bigger bead and I shape the entire nail. And as I tried to tell you before, I'm doing this to show the gel where it's supposed to go when I have the bigger bead. So it just keeps more control of the gel. Wow, I am so good at describing this. Sorry you guys, I am trying my best. Okay, so now I have made the builder layer on all of the nails, and I'm gonna be filing them a little bit differently here because I'm gonna be using my e-file again. And I did not do that in the beginning because I wanted to show you that you can actually do this just as well with a hand file. But of course, doing it with an e-file will save you a lot of time, and it's actually a lot easier as well. So I like to do that. And because I am mainly shaping the shape of the nails, I am using a sanding bit because I don't want to take too much of the nail off. I just want to make it smoother, and yeah, so that is why I'm using a sanding bit, and I will link the one that I have in the description. And even though I used my e-file, I like to take my hand file and do the form of the nails, I guess, and the last work of the shape with the hand file, because I find that you have a little bit more control when you are using the hand file. So that is what I'm doing right now. I'm also going to be using my buffer again, just because I don't want any marks in the nails. When you're using a lower grit, then you can leave some marks on the nails, and I don't want that, so I am using a buffer with a finer grit so that they are completely smooth. Because after this I will be applying a top layer, and I will be using a top no wipe, which I love. I love not to have to wipe off the tacky layer when I am completely done with the nails. And now I am removing the dust with alcohol again, and here I am showing you the top no wipe gel. And this is cured in the lamp, and it does not leave a tacky layer after, like I just said a billion times. Thank you. And now the nails are actually done, and I'm just gonna be using a cuticle oil just to hydrate the nails. And you're actually supposed to use this oil a lot, like once or twice a day, especially if you're like me and living in colder countries. Then you can tell that we get very dry everywhere in the winter. So to make the nails last for a long time, you have to use oil regularly. But here we have the finished results. I'm actually very happy with this design, and I hope you like it too. Okay you guys, that was my full technique for French fade. I hope I could help some of you with this video, because I know that it is really difficult in the beginning to master French fade, and I am not saying that I have mastered it yet. I have not. I have just found a really good technique that I like for now, so I want to share it with you. This was actually though the first time that I tried this technique, because I just took different parts from different techniques that I have seen and put it together, and I think the results were really good, so I hope you like it too. But yeah, that was it. Don't forget to follow me here on YouTube and on Instagram and TikTok. You can actually scan these icons with your phone to go right to Instagram or TikTok and start following me there. But yeah, that was it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will see you guys in the next nail video. Bye!